What's up, everybody? This is Peter again for Sports Hot Rumors and Debates. How are you guys today? Guys, today we are going to jump into something that's extremely important, okay? Something that I honor in football, that I love, and something that makes a successful team and a successful player. And that is wide receivers, but what the wide receivers do to make them successful, okay? Here's the deal. Any wide receiver that is made it more than a few years in this league that is successful, you need to go up the middle. Okay, I cannot stand those guys who either are just doing long routes and that's all they live for. They can't do a route, they can't cut. That is guys that are not going to make it anywhere in the NFL. Yeah, maybe you'll get one or two plays, but that's not going to help. If you need to be successful in this league, you need to know how to cut across that field. You need to get those 3rd and 8 first downs. You need to get those 2nd and 12s and then get a 5 to 6 yard pass to give your team another play on 3rd down. And there's some receivers who really do it really well, okay? But obviously, let's talk about one of the best ones ever is Julian Edelman, right? That guy will always get you the ball. He will bust his ass up the middle to get those catches. One of my favorite, Danny Amendola. Those are the guys who go up the middle, will make those tough catches on 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, or we can go back to 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. Those are the guys that will cross the field and do a slant, whatever you want to say, and they will make that catch to give your team another opportunity, okay? For me, there's a guy that is the next big thing who's coming out. And this is not because he's on my team. The Arizona Cardinals have a guy that, honestly, when they drafted him last year, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Because Metcalf was available still, and they didn't get him. Now, don't get me wrong. Metcalf, I'd rather have right now, 100%. But I can see what Kingsbury had seen in this guy, okay? And everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's Andy Isabella. If anyone doesn't know who he is, I suggest you watch this guy. Now, last year, this was on Kingsbury and Kyler Murray for not having this guy on the field or getting him the ball more. Okay? I get that the line was bad. I get that there was other players on the team at that point. But no, if you're going to draft the guy where you drafted him over Metcalf, he needs to get the ball. And you know what? Kingsbury admitted it. And he came out and said that he will get the ball a lot this year. He is the next big thing. He will be, I'm not sure if it'll be Amendola or Edelman, those type of players. He will stand out and he will be the guy who takes Arizona to the next step where they need to be. And let me explain why. So we know DeAndre Hopkins is going to be the best receiver. We know Larry will always make the plays. We know Christian Kirk has a lot of pressure on him, right? But there's got to be one more guy that's going to go up the middle, that is getting those first downs, and that is going to be Isabella. And if you guys if you're not too sure what I'm saying, do me a favor and look at Bird last year for the Arizona Cardinals. Watch what Kyler Murray did with Bird when Bird was on the field. When Bird was on the field, he threw to him a lot. Okay, Demir Bird was a really good ball player. The fact that he's on the Patriots now is going to be just very beneficial for the Patriots. And Belichick will use him well, okay? Especially that Belichick likes to do those plays on 2nd down and get like a 4 to 5 yard play so he makes the 3rd and 10 a lot shorter. That's why Belichick's so successful, right? If you want to be successful in this league, you need to cut the field down. You can't always sit there and get yourself 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. You need to have 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. How do you do that? You get a guy to go up the middle, get a 4 to 5 yard catch. 3rd down, you have a great quarterback, you're always going to get that first down most of the time or not, right? Andy Isabella, if you guys watched a couple of the plays that he did last year, was incredible, especially the I believe it was 89-yard touchdown that he did. The speed that guy has after the catch is crazy. Now, the fact that the matter is now that Hopkins is going to be getting all the attention, right? And then we know Kirk will either go deep or Kirk is going to also he's going to have the 2nd cornerback on him. So it's going to be a lot easier for him to get open plays. So we know that now. So you got Hopkins and Kirk left and right side, right? Now you got Larry and you got Isabella. So just think about that for 1 second. Say they're both crossing the field. Where would you go to, right? Larry, obviously. But think what's going to happen for Isabella. Think him flying across the middle like Bird did last year. And that's without Hopkins. And Murray doesn't miss much. He will hit Isabella. Isabella will be the next Julian Edelman or Amendola. You mark my words, how good this guy's going to be. Just for the fact that our offense is so dynamic. It has so much open space that this is how you use Andy Isabella. He needs to fly up the middle. Now, look, if you're not going to draft a wide receiver, right? since Simmons dropped in, you know how many times I wanted CeeDee Lamb. So if you're not going to go after a guy and you say to yourself, okay, so we're going to trust our guys. We know Butler's coming back and everything. But I'm not worried about Butler as much as I'm more worried about Isabella. We have guys who can go deep. Hopkins can go deep. Kirk can go deep. Kirk is really good at going far, right? So those two are fine. We don't need another guy to go deep all the time. We need a guy to get those tough first downs. Larry, I don't even need to mention that guy. One of the best receivers ever. Andy Isabella will be the next man up to step up. Okay? I know Sheffield, I know Johnson, they're really good ball players. But Isabella has a unique thing about him. He ran the 40 and I believe a 4.3. Right? I believe he's like 5'9", like 180. That guy, I believe Edelman is 5'9", 180 something. They're very similar. Okay? He went to Massachusetts, I believe, Isabella. There's a lot of similarities in this guy. Isabella is fast as hell. You get that guy in the open field. Just take a look at the catch he did last year. Couple of them. When he gets away from them, they can't catch him. That guy, it's not like, he's going to be the number 2, like, for example, Edelman or Amendola where people are paying attention. He's going to get the benefit of being the number 4 receiver at one point, right? So you got DeAndre, all the attention. Kirk, obviously, they can't leave him. Larry's going to be going up the middle or maybe going 10 or 15 yards. And Isabella can get the 5 to 7 yard across the middle, and he's going to fly. If Kyler hits him in stride, that 5 yards to 7 is going to turn into 20 to 25, if not more. That is the next dynamic player. And I know he's on the Arizona Cardinals. I know I'm a little bit biased to say, oh, yeah, believe me, if it was on another team, I say the same thing. I love the game of football. I played wide receiver so much since I was a kid. It takes a real man to go up the middle. Okay, when you know you're about to get blasted, right? You know somebody's they're talking shit, and you're about to catch the ball, and you need to make that big catch, and you feel that freaking linebacker like Ray Lewis breathing down your neck. You better catch the ball, right? Wayne Corbett back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember him. Wayne Corbett. The reason why this guy was injured so much is because he had so much heart. He could go deep, but he will go up the middle. He will get you that first down. That's a real man, right? You know what? We're going to get you the first down. We're going to get my team another 3 downs just to keep going. And then if we need to go for it on 4th and inches, we will. But that is what that does, right? And I'll say one more thing. For example, let's just play a game here. There's 4 downs, right? We need to just keep it moving. First play, you go to Drake. Get about 2 yards. Now it's 2nd and 8. Okay? Next play, maybe you go deep and then you miss. So now what do? You have Isabella. If Isabella goes in stride and he's so fast, a 3-4 yard catch may turn into more than a first down. Or his speed, if they tackle him, will get him within a yard or maybe a half a yard of the first down. Right? That is how you can utilize things. Or we can do a different way. We could say Drake gets first down, maybe it'll be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7, right? Then you go to Isabella. Instead of going to a guy like Hopkins and stuff, you go to Isabella because you kind of do either a play action and you go to Isabella. You don't go deep. You get a 4 yard pass and you turn that into maybe a 10 to 15 yards because all eyes are going to be on guys like Hopkins and Kirk and Larry, right? Especially with the play action. Or Kyler, if you do a play action and he rolls, and now our new amazing offensive lineman, Steele Jones, who clears out the left side, he rolls there and Isabella's crossing the field. Just think, everyone's got to go with Kyler and Isabella's going the other way. You hit him in stride, forget it. He's so fast. And Larry will block for him. So the receivers are going to need to pick up the blocks and Isabella will be gone. Expect Andy Isabella to have a great year. I don't know if it's going to be a Pro Bowl year, but expect him to have an amazing year coming up. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you soon. Bye.